Hello and welcome to your December 2024 monthly horoscope. I'm Tina from AstroTeena, your go-to source for life guidance through the ancient wisdom of Vedic astrology. Now, in today's video, before I begin, I normally get comments asking which system I use. I use the Vedic sidereal system, which reflects the actual positions of the planets and constellations in the sky. Unlike the Western astrology, which is based on the tropical zodiac, which is tied to the Earth's seasons. So Vedic astrology aligns with the sidereal zodiac, accounting for the precessions of the equinox. So this system ensures that our insights are rooted in the true cosmic framework. So my predictions are focused on your ascendant sign or your lagna. And for those of you who don't know your Vedic ascendant sign, it's very easy to find online for free. Just go to Google and type in free Vedic chart and type in your birth details. And for this, you do need your date, your time, and your place of birth. So for the month's horoscope, I explore the planetary movements that will impact your love life, your relationships, health, career, finance. I tell you days that you need to be careful, and I tell you days which are really good for money. So you get your money days and you get your honey days. I always begin by giving a quick overview of the month, and then I break it down by the calendar. So please take a screenshot of the calendar and use that as your guide for the month. So let's uncover how the celestial energies of the month of December will guide you through your life's journey. So December will definitely be a transformative month, bringing shifts in energies as Venus moves into Capricorn and Aquarius. The Sun traverses Sagittarius, and the key planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu maintain their positions. The retrograde of Mars and Jupiter and Mercury emphasizes introspection, patience, and revisiting old decisions. Now, Venus starts in Capricorn on December 2nd, bringing a focus on practical relationships, commitments, grounded approaches to love and creativity. Now, by December 28th, Venus moves into Aquarius, sparking a desire for freedom, unconventional connections, and social interactions. Now, Sun in Sagittarius from December 15th marks a period of exploration, optimism, and philosophical growth. This transit encourages seeking truth and broadening your horizons. Now, Mars will be retrograde in Cancer from December 6th, intensifying emotional responses and urging careful handling of conflicts, especially within family dynamics. As it retrogrades, there's a need to manage inner frustrations and revisit past actions. Mars's transit to Gemini on January 20th, 2025 will ease this tension, ushering in commitment-driven efforts. Now, Jupiter remains retrograde in Taurus, which is urging reflection on material wealth, security, personal values. So it's a time for reassessing long-term goals related to finances and your stability. Now, Saturn in Aquarius keeps us focused on humanitarian efforts, innovation, and reform, but it may feel heavy with delays and restrictions due to the retrograde energies. Rahu is in Pisces and Ketu is in Virgo, which brings attention to spiritual growth and practical challenges, helping to balance dreamy aspirations with grounded approaches. So now let's look at each sign individually, beginning with the overview and then the calendar. December 2024 horoscope. So this month brings a blend of introspection and forward momentum for Aries, as key retrograde influences your decisions. Mercury and Mars retrograde emphasizes revisiting past conflicts and reviewing your career strategies, especially regarding emotional or family matters. The Sun in Sagittarius after December 15th inspires a more philosophical, optimistic outlook, but you'll need to navigate the practical hurdles which are posed by Mars's retrograde in Cancer. So for love, expect some emotional challenges in relationships, especially due to Mars retrograde. The energy may feel intense, leading to potential arguments. confidence. So be mindful of how you express yourself to loved ones. However, Venus in Capricorn encourages stability, and by the time Venus moves into Aquarius, you may feel a burst of fresh energy in your love life, bringing new experiences and new perspectives. So regarding family, Mars's retrograde could stir old family tensions, especially around home matters. So try not to overreact. Instead, focus on finding solutions. The moon in Cancer on December 17th, 18th will be particularly emotionally charged, so tread careful with sensitive conversations. Now, regarding health, with Mars retrograde, you might experience energy fluctuations and stress. So pay attention to your digestive health, as emotional stress can affect physical well-being. Focus on maintaining a balanced routine, especially mid-month when moon transits Taurus, urging grounded self-care. And let's look at career. So Jupiter retrograde slows down your professional progress, making it an ideal time to reevaluate your long-term goals. Avoid pushing for major promotions or even job changes during Mercury retrograde until December 15th. So wait for clearer communication and opportunities as the month progresses. Now, regarding your finances, financial caution is key for the month, so avoid impulsive spending, especially during the Mercury retrograde. Venus in Capricorn supports a pragmatic approach to your budgeting, while the moon's transit through Taurus on December 13th, 14th is an ideal time to focus on financial planning and saving. December will reset your patience, but provide opportunities for inner growth and reassessment. So stay calm, allow for the retrogrades to guide you forward, a more thoughtful and structured approach to your life. And now let's look at the calendar for the month, beginning with December 1st, which will be an emotional intensity which rules this day. You may feel drawn to deeply personal or transformative matters, possibly reflecting on past challenges or digging into unresolved emotional issues. Avoid confrontations, as today's energies can make situations feel more dramatic than they are. So this looks to be a stressful day. December 2nd and 3rd, optimism and curiosity define these days. You'll be in the mood for adventure, whether through learning something new, connecting with people from different cultures, or planning travel. A good time for philosophical thinking and stepping back from emotional drama. Now, December 4th and 5th. These are great days for career, so shift your focus on your responsibilities, your long-term goals. You'll feel more grounded and more practical. So this is a good time to buckle down at work, make progress on serious commitments. And family matters may also require some attention, so handle them with patience and with discipline. Now, the 6th and the 7th, these are great days for networking, for going out with friends, enjoying time, to socialize. So you'll crave freedom and innovation on these days. It's a good time to brainstorm new ideas or connect with social groups. Expect sudden bursts of insights, and don't be afraid to approach problems from an unconventional angle. However, be mindful of how your rebellious energy might affect close relationships. Now, looking at December 8th, 9th, and 10th. These are days that you have to be a little bit mindful of any unexpected expenses. These are days your health may not be at its best, or your energies just might be a little bit low, or you might just feel isolated and feel a little bit lonely. So your intuition is heightened during these days, and you may feel more emotionally sensitive. So compassion and spirituality will come into focus, but be careful of escapism. So use this time to meditate, rest, engage in creative pursuits. Now moving on to December 11th and 12th. Now these are great days for you to focus on yourself. These are your days. This is where you want to rejuvenate yourself. You want to do self-reflection, and you want to bring your collective energy to yourself and do self-motivation. You'll feel bold, and you'll be ready to take any kind of action on these days. So this is a great time for initiating new projects or tackling personally challenging themes head on. However, be mindful of being impulsive. So take care not to bulldoze through other people's feelings. Now, December 13th and 14th, these are your money days. This is where if you If you're looking to borrow money, if you're looking to ask, your spouse for money, these are good days. You'll see that you'll have money in your wallet on these days. If you're looking to take profit from the stock market or other means, this is a good time for that as well. You should see that money comes in easily on these days. So after the high energy of the previous days, you'll feel the need for stability and for comfort on these days. So focus on practical matters like finances or indulging in life pleasures. Grounding activities like cooking or nature walks or spending time with loved ones can also be especially satisfying on these days. Now moving on to December 15th and 16th. Communication is key on these days. You'll be mentally sharp, you'll be curious and eager to engage in conversations or share ideas. So it's a good time for writing, public speaking, or catching up on tasks that require mental agility. However, be careful not to scatter your energies in too many directions. This is also a great time for you to spend time with your siblings. You'll see that your energies will flow really nicely with them. If you want to take a local trip, or you might even have local trip travel for work as well. And these are great days for you to work on any hobbies or just to relax and do things that you enjoy. And now moving on to 17th and 18th, which are great days. This is where you'll find that you're really at peace at home. Your energies with your mom are flowing really nicely. So emotions may run high, particularly around the home and family matters. You'll feel a stronger connection with your roots, and you might seek the comfort of your loved ones. So focus on nurturing yourself and those that are close to you. So this is a good time to resolve any lingering family issues. You'll find that they resolve easily on these days. Now moving on to December 19th and 20th and 21st. These are great days for romance if you're single especially. And if you're a student, these are great days for you to learn something new. And for anybody in general, if you are taking a course or if you just want to pick up some new ideas, these are great days because your creativity will be on a high. Your focus will be really sharp on these days. And you'll be confident and ready to take the spotlight if you need to, because you could get public recognition on these days as well. So it's a good time to show off your talents, take bold steps in your career, and assert yourself in relationships. Just be careful of being overly domineering and showing off. Now moving on to December 22nd and 23rd. Now here the attentions are they're kind of critical here. Your energies are low. You're not feeling very relatable. You might even be irritable on these days, and your health may also suffer on these days. These are days that you don't want to make any decisions. You want to keep your decisions pending on these days. If you have any dates that you need to attend, especially if it's court dates or anything of that sort, I would change those dates because the outcome is not as favorable on these days. The energy are against you on these days. So you'll feel the urge to organize, plan, attend to any of your practical matters, especially concerning your health or your work. Now, this is a good time for self-care routines, decluttering, or tackling tasks that require precision. So avoid over criticizing yourself or others. Now, moving on to December 24th, 25th, and 26th. This is where your energies with your spouse, with your partner are in line. You'll see that you're, understanding each other better. You'll see that your energies are in sync here. And could be a romantic time for you if you're married. So balance is key during this transit. So focus on harmony in your relationship and finding equilibrium in your daily life. It's a good time for socializing, negotiating, or engaging in activities that require cooperation with your partner. You may feel a stronger desire for peace and aesthetic beauty around you as well. Now moving on to December 27th, 28th. Again, this is where on these 2 days, you'll see that the stress kind of returns and you may feel drawn to deeper issues or deeper transformative experiences on these days. This is also a powerful time for introspection and self-reflection, as well as dealing with any unresolved emotional matters. Be careful of any power struggles or becoming too obsessive in your relationships. Now moving on to December 29th and 30th. The final days of the month bring renewed optimism and a desire for freedom. So you may feel a pull towards learning, adventure, or expanding your worldview. It's a great time for planning travel, education, or making resolutions for personal growth as you prepare for the new year. And it's also a time where on these 2 days you'll see that your energies with your father, with your gurus, with your teachers, they seem to flow better on these days as well. Now, December 31st, the year ends on a serious and grounded note. You'll be focused on long-term goals, responsibilities, and how to set a solid foundation for 2025. So it's a good day to reflect on your achievements, make practical plans, and celebrate in a calm, steady manner. So Aries, your honey days are the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. And your money days, these are the 13th and the 14th. So make the most of those opportunities. This is where your cash flow will be flowing really nicely. Now, the favorable days for December is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 24th, 25th, 26th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So that's a good many days. So it's a very favorable month. You just have to be mindful of your health on this and during this month. The unfavorable days, this is where you need to be a little bit mindful of your health, of your energies, how you're getting along with people on these days. You'll see that you have more conflict on these days, and also keep your decisions pending on these days. So that would be the 1st, the 8th, 9th, 10th, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 27th, and the 28th. On those days, please be a little bit mindful, plan accordingly, so that way you are making the most of every opportunity and also being careful where you need to be careful. So I do hope the month of December brings a wonderful end to the year of 2024, and that you ring in 2025 with great blessings and good cheer. So until January, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for being with me today.